The General Motors Chevron conspiracy all started in 1990 when the California Air Resources Board boldly announced its zero-emission vehicle mandate, which stated that if major car companies wanted to sell cars in California, they would have to increase the amount of completely electric cars they sold by a total of 10% over 13 years. But since Chevron and General Motors' profits are completely reliant on America's dependency on oil, they have to do everything they can to resist a switch to electric cars. General Motors' first step in doing this was to purchase the patent necessary for the manufacturing of nickel metal hydride batteries, which are needed to produce efficient electric cars. GM made an extremely successful purely electric car called the EV1, but after making only 800 cars, it filed a lawsuit against the California Air Resources Board, and the zero emissions mandate was removed due to intense pressure from the oil industry, auto industry, and the Bush administration. Now you might be asking yourself, why would the federal government help crush a law that protects the environment? The answer to this question is that Vice President Dick Cheney was the CEO of Halliburton. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice was on the Chevron board of directors, and the Chief of Staff Andrew Card was previously the Vice President of General Motors. Essentially, our own government killed a law specifically designed to reduce air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions so that General Motors and Chevron could continue to make a profit. Today, the oil industry is using a bait-and-switch tactic by promoting the use of hydrogen fuel cell cars, which are nowhere near being a realistic alternative source of fuel, so that they can avoid producing fully electric cars today. So what can we do about this? Boycott Chevron and GM. Call our state representatives and ask them to reinstate the zero emissions vehicle mandate, and have them leave out the inclusion of hydrogen fuel cell cars. Or better yet, just ride a bike.